The meaning of Islam. Islam is an Arabic word that denotes submission, surrender, and obedience. As a religion, Islam stands for complete submission and obedience to Allah. That is why it is called Islam. The other literal meaning of the word Islam is peace. This signifies that one can achieve real peace of body and of mind only through submission and obedience to Allah. Such a life of obedience brings peace of the heart and establishes real peace in society at large. Those who believe and whose hearts find rest in the remembrance of Allah, indeed it is in the remembrance of Allah alone that the heart of man finds rest. Those who believe and act righteously, joy is for them, and a blissful home to return to. Al-Quran, chapter number 13, verse number 28 to 29. This message was preached by all the prophets of Allah, who guided man to the right path. But man not only veered away from the right path again and again, but also lost or distorted the code of guidance that the prophets had bequeathed. That was why other prophets were sent to restate the original message and guide man back to the right path. The last of these prophets was Muhammad, who presented Allah's guidance in its final form and arranged to preserve it for all time. It is this guidance that is now known as Islam and is enshrined in the Quran and the life example, Sunnah, of the Prophet. The basic Islamic concept is that the whole universe was created by Allah, whom Islam calls Allah, and who is the Lord and the Sovereign of the universe, which He alone sustains. He created man and appointed for each human being a fixed period of life that he is to spend upon the earth. Allah has prescribed a certain code of life as the correct one for mankind, but has at the same time conferred upon man the freedom of choice as to whether or not he adopts this code as the actual basis of his life. One who chooses to follow the code revealed by Allah becomes a Muslim, believer, and one who refuses to follow it becomes a kafir, disbeliever. A man joins the fold of Islam by honestly believing in and professing faith in the oneness of Allah and the prophethood of Muhammad. Both of these beliefs are epitomized in the kalima, the article of faith. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasul Allah. There is no Allah except Allah. Muhammad is his prophet. The first part of the kalima presents the concept of Tawhid, the oneness of Allah, and its second part affirms the prophethood of Muhammad. Tawhid, the bedrock of Islam. Tawhid is a revolutionary concept and constitutes the essence of the teachings of Islam. It means that there is only one supreme Lord of the universe. He is omnipotent, omnipresent, and the sustainer of the world and of mankind. Now, can one observe the inexhaustible creativity of nature, its purposefulness, its preservation of that which is morally useful and destruction of that which is socially injurious, and yet fail to draw the conclusion that behind nature there is an all-pervading mind of whose incessant creative activity the processes of nature are but outward manifestations? The stars scattered through infinite space, the vast panorama of nature with its charm and beauty, the regular waxing and waning of the moon, the astonishing harmony of the seasons, all of these point towards one fact, there is Allah. We witness a superbly flawless plan in the universe. Can it be without a planner? We see great enchanting beauty and harmony in its working. Can they be without a creator? We observe wonderful design in nature. Can't be without a designer. We feel a lofty purpose in physical and human existence. Can it be without a will working behind it? We find that the universe is like a superbly written, fascinating book. Can it be without an author? Truly, Allah said, "O mankind, worship your Lord, who created you and those before you, so that you may ward off evil, who has made the earth a resting place for you, the sky a canopy, and who causes water to pour down from the heavens, thereby producing fruits as food for you. So, do not set up rivals to Allah when you know better." Quran chapter 2, verse 21 to 22. This is the basic tenet to which Muhammad, peace be upon him, asked humanity to adhere. It is an important metaphysical concept and answers the riddles of the universe. It points to the supremacy of law in the cosmos and the all-pervading unity behind the manifest diversity. It presents a unified view of the world and offers the vision of an integrated universe. It is a mighty contrast to the piecemeal views of the scientists and the philosophers and unveils the truth before the human eye. After centuries of groping in the dark, man is now coming to realize the truth of this concept, and modern scientific thought is moving in this direction. But it is not merely a metaphysical concept. It is a dynamic belief and a revolutionary doctrine. It means that all men are the creatures of one Allah, and that they are therefore all equal. Any discrimination based on color, class, race, or territory is unfounded and illusory. It is a remnant of the days of ignorance that chained men down to servitude. Humanity is one single family under Allah, and there can be no sanction for those barriers. Men are one, and not bourgeois or proletarian, white or black, Aryan or non-Aryan, Westerner or Easterner. Islam gives us a revolutionary concept of the unity of mankind. The Prophet came to unite humanity on the word of Allah, which says, "Cling firmly together by means of Allah's rope, and do not be divided. Remember Allah's favor towards you when you were enemies. He united your hearts so that you became brothers because of His favor." Al-Quran chapter 3, verse 103. This concept also defines the true position of man in the universe. It says that Allah is the creator and the sovereign, while man is his vicegerent on the earth. This exalts man to the noble and dignified position of being Allah's deputy on earth, and endows his life with a lofty purpose, to fulfill the will of Allah on earth. This will solve all the perplexing problems of human society and establish a new order wherein equity and justice, as well as peace and prosperity, will reign supreme. The starting point of Islam is the belief in the oneness of Allah, Tawhid. Please hit the subscribe button for more content like this.